You guys saw the news. It is amazing. It's something that is going to really set the MLB on fire. And that news was Juan Soto getting traded all the way to the New York Yankees. If you would have asked me 5 months ago, is Juan Soto going to get traded to the Yankees? I would have said absolutely not. But we're here now, 5 months later. The season has already ended. All of the hoopla has ended. Now we're into trade season. We're into free agency. And Juan Soto got dealt to the New York Yankees. Of course, before I get into this video, though, make sure to like, subscribe, turn notifications. You guys help me out a little bit. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Now, Juan Soto had an amazing year last year. 156 hits, 109 RBIs, 97 runs, 35 homers on a 2.75 average. The guy was his usual self. Juan Soto is a perennial all-star. He's a superstar in the league, and he's been one of the best players in the league ever since he came out of the minor leagues at the age of 19 years old. Of course, he's a World Series champion. He knows what it takes to be a champion, and I think all of that being combined makes this trade all the more interesting. Now, the full trade info, I'm going to have it up for you on the screen, but of course, you got Juan Soto and Trent Grisham going all the way to New York for Kyle Higashioka. You've got Michael King, you've got Drew Thorpe, you've got Johnny Brito, you've got Randy Vasquez. Now, of course, this is an interesting trade to say the least. What does this say about the Padres, right? I think the Padres could never really find a flow last season. All that talent. You've got Xander Bogaerts over there. You've got Manny Machado over there. You've got some of the greatest players. I mean, you even have Golden Glove and Platinum Glove winner of this year, Fernando Tatis, over there. You've got some of the greatest players in the league in that lineup. What does this say about the Padres? I'll tell you what I think. I think the Padres are trying to find a little bit more balance. I think the Padres are saying, hey, man, all these stars in one lineup, all these egos, it's just not going to work. We need some balance in this lineup, and I think that's what this trade says about the Padres. The New York Yankees, on the other hand, it's clear what this trade says. The Yankees are trying to win. They're trying to win now, and they know as long as Aaron Judge is in his prime, that's when their championship window is opened. They needed that young talent, and they got it in Juan Soto, and, Trent Grisham is a nice little side to add to that trade. Now, going into the Yankees' potential lineup this season, I think it is something you've got to be hyped about if you're a Yankees fan. Of course, you'd have DJ LeMahieu, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Rizzo, Stanton, Verdugo, Gleyber Torres, Anthony Volpe, and either Austin Wells or Jose Trevino playing the catcher position. No matter which one, you're pretty much equal, to be honest with you. Now, I think this lineup has a good balance now. I think you can balance it defensively and offensively. Now, on the defense, say you want Aaron Judge to stop playing center field. The guy was injured last season, of course. He is older. Say you want Judge to stop playing center field. Well, you can now slip Juan Soto out there. Say you want Giancarlo Stanton to be your DH one day. Okay, you can still slip Juan Soto and Aaron Judge out there and send Alex Verdugo to play left field. You can really play with this lineup a lot defensively. Now, offensively, I think is all the more intriguing. Of course, sometimes you don't want DJ LeMahieu in the lineup, so maybe move Anthony Volpe up and let Jose Trevino and Austin Wells, bat in the same lineup. Maybe Juan Soto misses a couple games. Well, then you can do the same thing. Move a couple guys up. Maybe you have Aaron Judge who wants to miss a couple games. Precautions because he was injured last year. Same thing can happen. Giancarlo Stanton. Same thing can happen. So this lineup has a lot of versatility. And one thing I like about this trade is that Juan Soto is not only a power guy. Juan Soto can give you a lot of power. But he's not only a power guy. He can give you a little bit of contact. And I think this Yankees lineup has needed that for so long because they have a history of course, in the 2010s, I would say, they have a history of being a power-heavy lineup. And the great thing about power-heavy lineups is when they're hitting the ball, it's really good. It looks like genius. They're the best offense in the league. When they're not hitting the ball, it looks like shit. It looks terrible. Everybody's pulling. Everybody's grounding out. And it's like, man, can the Yankees find some offense? That's why they've struggled in the playoffs, by the way. Teams have been able to strategize against them because of their heavy reliance on power. Juan Soto to this team. Anthony Volpe, who was one of the better rookies in the league last year. You bring guys like that in, and including Alex Verdugo maybe, you bring guys like that in to really balance out this lineup with a little bit of contact. Guys that are just going to go in and score you some runs runs. I think that is a major boost to this New York Yankees lineup. Now, a couple more points I want to attend to before I end this video. Imagine the stats that a left-handed Juan Soto could possibly put up in Yankee Stadium. Best case scenario, in my opinion, is that this dude probably hits a couple more home runs. He gets a couple more hits. I think that Juan Soto has a very high chance of increasing his home run total with the short porch at Yankee Stadium. Now, Soto, going to my next point, also gives the Yankees the young boost that they needed. They need that energy. They need that. Of course, you have Soto, you have Stanton, you have Judge, you have Rizzo. What's the difference between those three players? I'll tell you, Soto is young, and Judge, Rizzo, and Stanton are all getting old as hell. They're getting old. These guys are aging. Granted, they're still one of the better players on your team, but you need that boost. I think Anthony Volpe is going to be huge for that boost as well when it comes to young talent on the Yankees team. And going to my last point, and kind of what I've talked about the whole video, Soto brings some much-needed balance into this lineup. Soto, while he can give you power, he can give you contact, he can give you some defense, he's a really good 5'2" all-around player, and I think that's really good to have if you are the New York Yankees. Now, going to my prediction for what the Yankees are going to do next season, it's hard to predict knowing that I haven't watched a single baseball game this year, obviously, because baseball season seemingly just ended. But I would say that this Yankees team, best case scenario, stays fully healthy through the whole season. I have them winning about 101 games. I think the Yankees can win 100, and if not 100, definitely in the high 90s, best case scenario. Now, worst case scenario, I have the Yankees winning around 85 to 90 games. I don't think this team is going to be bad. I think the Yankees are going to make the playoffs no matter what with this super dangerous lineup. That's just personally what I think. Now, as far as their contention in the American League East, oh boy, that is a tough-ass division, man. You've got the Orioles, who look amazing, who led the AL in wins last season. You've got the Blue Jays, who look amazing, might get Shohei Ohtani. You've got the Boston Red Sox, who, let's face it, can go off at any time. You've got the you've got the Tampa Bay Rays, who are a really good team, had the best start in American League history and MLB history last season. So, this is going to be a very competitive division. I think the Yankees can win a best-case scenario, but even if they don't, I have them making the playoffs no matter what. Those guys are going to win 100 games. It's impossible not to win with this amazing lineup. But then again, they said the same thing about the Padres, so I'm not going to really go deep into it. That's my prediction for the season. Hopefully I'm right, because I want to see the Yankees win again, and I want to see two of my favorite players in Juan Soto and Aaron Judge rake and destroy teams on offense around the league. But of course, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching. Stay loved, stay blessed. I wish you nothing but the best. I'm going to end it. Thank you for watching.